everybody, Simistic this year again to talk to you about what I bought and what I watched today. And today, headed out to my local BJ's wholesale store. I was really hoping maybe they would have gotten in some great Halloween titles. I was really hoping I'd go in and see a ton of great Halloween titles, perhaps on a nice big Halloween display. Unfortunately, they had nothing in the way of Halloween titles. However, they did have a bunch of great seasons that I've been thinking about getting for a while now. They were all marked at $9.99 a piece. A good deal for a season, and like I said, I've been thinking about picking them up for a few months now, but I've always just passed up on them. Wasn't quite sure if I just wanted to grab them. I didn't have any of the seasons already. Thought, do I really need to start new seasons, new series when I have seasons of other series I need to get? So, like I said, I've been passing them up, but today I figured, what the hell, I'll jump on them, I'll definitely pick them up. So let's take a look at what I got. The first title I picked up was The Fugitive, Season 2, Volume 1. Unfortunately, this is the only set they had for The Fugitive. They did not have any other season, so this is the only one I have thus far, which does kind of stink. Obviously, I would like to have gotten Season 1, Volume 1, Season 1, Volume 2, and Season so on and so forth. But what are you going to do? I figured for $9.99 seemed like a great deal, so I had to pick it up. The next two titles I picked up were both from the great show My Three Sons, and that was Season 1, Volume 2, and Season 2, Volume 1. Again, unfortunately, the only volumes of these seasons they had in stock. This is a show I used to watch all the time. I was obsessed with Nickelodeon as a kid. I've said this story before, but when I was a kid, all I ever did was watch Nickelodeon. I would get up in the morning, watch Nickelodeon, and before I went to bed, I'd still be watching Nickelodeon. But at night, they would do Nick at Night. So I grew up on shows like Donna Reed, Green Acres, Mr. Ed, and My Three Sons. They were all shows that I actually grew up on. Loved watching them. So these here are just a staple of my childhood. So I had to pick these up. Definitely looking forward to getting the rest of the volumes eventually. But for now, getting both of these for $9.99 a piece was a great deal. The next two seasons I grabbed were both Mork and Mindy with Season 1 and Season 2. Very happy to get these. Mork and Mindy was another great show I used to watch as a kid. Loved this series. Now, I didn't watch it a ton when I was a kid. I remember catching a few episodes here and there and really enjoying what I saw. But I never really got into it because, like I said, I was always watching Nickelodeon, and this was not being played on Nickelodeon when I was a kid. So I didn't really watch much of it. So I'm really looking forward to checking these out, seeing a bunch of great episodes that I've never seen before. And again, for $9.99, it was a great deal. The next season I picked up was Laverne and Shirley Season 2. This is a great, great show. I am a huge fan of Happy Days. I absolutely love that TV series. One of my favorite TV series of all times. And this year being the spin-off is more or less just as great. I mean, okay, maybe not as good as Happy Days, but pretty darn close. I'm a big fan of Laverne and Shirley. So I've been meaning to pick these seasons up for a while now. Just like I said, I've always kind of just passed up on them. So unfortunately, once again, Season 2 is all they had in stock, but I definitely had to grab it. Then I picked up some Xena with Season 1 and Season 2. Now, Xena was a show that I never got into when it was on TV, just never got around to really watching it or getting into it. Same thing with Hercules. However, I just recently started watching some Hercules on the internet, watched a few episodes, and I really enjoyed what I saw. It was really cheesy, but a lot of fun. So I picked up a few seasons of Hercules, and the more I started thinking about it, I figured maybe I should start watching some Xena as well, because I know it's kind of in the same realm. A lot of people who like Hercules like Xena, and vice versa. So I figured I'd pick up these for $9.99 a piece. It seemed like a great deal. Definitely looking forward to watching it. And the last four seasons I picked up were all Brady Bunch. These I've been meaning to get for the longest time now. I got seasons 1, 3, 4, and 5, meaning all I'm missing now is Season 2. Unfortunately, they did not have that in stock. But Brady Bunch is a great, great show. It's a show that my mom got me hooked on when I was younger. Obviously, she grew up watching the Brady Bunch. It was actually being played on TV when she was a kid. So she grew up watching this, and from that, she always made me watch it. Every time it was on TV, she would stop and make me watch it. She was a big fan of the show and got me into it as a kid. So I've really enjoyed Brady Bunch ever since I was a kid. So I've really, really wanted to get the entire series on DVD. It's something I've been meaning to get for a while now, but I've always just passed up on it. For whatever reason, I just have not been getting them. So today, I figured today was definitely going to be the day where I finally picked up the seasons of Brady Bunch. Like I said, unfortunately, I'm still missing Season 2, but for now, this is great to have. So that's it for what I bought today, so now onto what I watched. And the first Halloween Horror-thon title I checked out was Halloween 25 Years of Terror, a fantastic Halloween documentary. As you guys know, recently I've been watching a ton of documentaries. Watched the Nightmare on Elm Street one, the Friday the 13th one, watched one just on great slasher films, so I definitely had to check this one out as well. It's one I watch, again, every year. I always find myself checking this one out. And again, it is a fantastic Halloween documentary. It covers Halloween from, once again, A to Z. And I love that. Does not go into the remakes, unfortunately. Kind of would have liked, you know, for this to have been done a little bit later, so they could have talked about the remakes because, you know, I know a lot of people have mixed feelings of them. Some like them. I personally like the remakes. A lot of people absolutely despise them, so I kind of would have liked to have seen, you know, some talk and some discussion on the remakes, but unfortunately this was done before the remakes were made. They actually talk about another Halloween movie coming out. I guess at the time they expected another Halloween movie to be coming out. I have no idea. It was obviously never done. They ended up doing a remake instead, but I'm kind of curious about that because they really talk about a lot in this movie like, oh, it's coming, it's in the works, here the movie comes, and then it obviously never happened. So that's a little weird, a little interesting, but definitely something you must have. If you were a fan of the Halloween series, if you were a fan of horror movies, this is a must-have for your collection. Just like the other great documentaries I watched, this is one you have to have. Comes with a ton of great special features. It's once again a double disc set, so there's a lot of great special features on here to check out. And if you buy this and you check out the main feature, definitely watch all the special features as well. You won't regret it. And the last Halloween Horrorthon title I watched today was Ticks. This is something I've been wanting to watch ever since I first picked this up, because I remember when I got it, a lot of people left comments telling me how great of a movie this was. So I've really been looking forward to checking this one out. And it was only mediocre, personally, I thought. I thought, you know, it was a fun movie. It's really cheesy, really goofball. The special effects are a lot of fun, but really cheesy all at the same time. It's definitely a cheeseball creature feature movie. It's all about ticks attacking people. They have become mutated because of this chemical that some farmers are putting on their marijuana plants to help them grow. It, you know, gets, it drips down on these, like, tick, I guess some kind of, like, tick eggs or something, drips down onto them and creates these crazy, gigantic, mutated ticks that are attacking everybody. And again, it's a lot of fun. It's super cheesy, it's super goofball. You're gonna laugh your ass off watching this because of how goofy it is. But it's fun all at the same time. But like I said, somewhat mediocre. I wasn't blown away by this movie. You know, as a fan of super cheesy movies, I just thought it was, like I said, mediocre. I just thought it was alright. So if you like movies where it's just a bunch of, you know, I mean, maybe I shouldn't call it creature feature, because it doesn't feature, you know, some creepy monster. But if you like a movie just about, you know, mutated bugs attacking people, like Eight-Legged Freaks, or a movie like Tarantula, or something like that, you're a fan of those types of movies, then you're going to want to check this one out. It is definitely worth checking out. It's a lot of fun, but not much more than just a great cheeseball movie. Nothing you're going to want to watch every year. You're going to want to check it out once, and then maybe a couple years later, watch it again. Or if you just want to have a great watch with your friends, this is definitely a movie you could, like, sit around with your friends and just have a good laugh watching. So definitely something to check out again if you like just great cheeseball movies. So Ticks, mediocre, but worth a watch. So that's it for what I bought and what I watched today. Definitely got some great deals today at my local BJ's. Getting all those season sets for $9.99 a piece was a great, great deal. And also watching Halloween 25 Years of Terror. It's a fantastic documentary that you all must own. If you are a fan of horror movies, if you are a fan of the Halloween series, it is something you have to have in your collection. And also watching Ticks, like I said, it was really cheesy, a lot of fun, but in the end, it was only mediocre. So if you're into great cheesy horror movies, it is something you should own, but otherwise, you don't necessarily need to see it. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to see what I bought when I watch tomorrow. See ya. Now, Xena was a show that I never got into when it was actually being played on TV. Same thing with Hercules. I just never got into it when it was actually on. However, recently I started actually watching some episodes of Hercules on the fucking goddamn it.